Jai Sai Ram, Chapter 9 Influence of Touch of Guru's Hand and Sai Baba's Words. Urs on Ram Navami, Chandan Ceremony, Arrangement for the Fair, Collation of Urs and Ram Navami, Renovation of Mosque. Influence of Touch of Guru's Hand and Sai Baba's Words. The power of the hand touch of a Guru is strange. The subtle body which cannot be destroyed by the fire, which can convert the world into ashes, that destroys by hand touch of Guru in a second. Sins of many births are destroyed. People who have no interest in religious and godly contexts, they also stabilize. Throat chokes by joy. Tear begins to flow from the eyes, and when heart is full of emotions, the emotion of soham, that is, I am that, rises, and then realization of Atmanubhav, that is, self-realization, begins to appear. When ego begins to rise among devotees, then Guru gives them power and gets them achieve the last goal by making them egoless, and by satisfying makes them authority of achieving immortal happiness. One who bows to Baba goes to his shelter infinitely. He very easily achieves dharam, religion, earth, wealth, calm, sensual pleasures, and moksha, that is salvation. There are 4 paths to reach the God: karma, deeds, jnana, knowledge, yoga, contemplation, and bhakti, devotion. In them, the path of devotion is full of thorn, ditches, and grooves. But if keeping faith in Sadguru with precaution crossing through the difficulties and the ditches grooves move forward, then you will reach your goal. For the welfare of his devotees, the words which Sai Baba himself has assured, these are: the houses of the devotees will never lack in grains and cloths. This is my speciality, that the devotee who come to my shelter and worship me with the depth of their hearts, I always remain worried for them. Lord Krishna has also told the same thing in the Gita. Therefore, do not become more worried for the grain and the clothes. If you are eager to ask something, then ask God Himself. Renouncing worldly titles and praise, achieve the compassion of God and grant of fearlessness and get honored by them. Do not become traveler of evil path by worldly resources. Keep hold of your favorite deity, attach all your senses and mind in thinking of God. Do not get attracted towards any matter. Always keep your mind busy in my remembrance so that it may not get attracted towards body, wealth, and riches. Then your mind will become steady, calm, and fearless. Achieving this sort of mental condition shows that it is with good company. If the restlessness of mind could not be destroyed, then it cannot be concentrated. Urs on Ram Navami Day. In Koparagan, there was an inspector, Shri Gopal Rao Gund by name. He was a great devotee of Baba. He had 3 wives, but none of them had any issue. He got a son by the grace of Sai Baba. Due to this happiness, in 1897, he thought that an Urs or Mela, that is, should be celebrated in Shri. He disclosed this thought before the other devotees of Shirdi, Sri Tatya Patil, Dada Kothe Patil, and Mahadev Rao. They all felt this idea very good and they got the permission of Baba also. Government permission was essential to celebrate Urs. Application was sent to the collector in this regards, but due to the objection of Gram Kulkarni Pathwari, a person who keeps a record of village accounts, permission could not be got. But on further endeavor, permission was received. By the permission of Baba, Urs was to be celebrated on Ram Navami day. Now, the difficulty was of lack of water. There were only 2 wells in the village. One of them usually got dried, and the water of the other was salty. Baba made the water of that well sweet by putting flowers in it, but the water of the well could be enough for how many people? Therefore, Tatya Patil arranged to get water from outside. Temporary shops of sand, wood, bamboo were prepared, and arrangement of wrestling was also made. A friend of Gopal Rao, Shri Damuna Kasar, lived in Ahmednagar. He was also worried for not having any issue. By the grace of Baba, he also had a son. Sri Gund asked him to present a flag. One flag was also given by Jagirdar Sri Nana Sahib Nummonkar. These flags were taken out through the village with pump on show. At the end were hoisted at the corners of the mosque, which Baba called Dwarakamai. This program is still continuing as usual. Chandan ceremony. This ceremony was the idea of a Muslim devotee, Amir Sakar Dalal of Kurhal. Usually such a ceremony is held in honor of accomplished Muslim saints. A lot of sandalwood paste is rubbed and a lot of sandal fragrance is put into the plates, and a loban, that is benzoin, is burnt, and in the end they are placed in the mosque and the procession comes to an end. Sandal kept in the plates and fragrances are thrown on neem tree or the walls of the mosque. The arrangement of this ceremony was made for the first 3 years by Sri Amar Shankar and afterwards by his wife. In this way, flags by Hindus and sandal procession by Muslims began to be taken out side by side. This convention is continuing still today. Arrangement for the fair. The pious day of Ram Navami is very dear to the devotees of Sri Sai Baba. The outside works were carried out by Sri Tatya Patil and the inside works were controlled by the great lady devotee of Sai's Radha Krishna Mai. On this occasion, her house was filled with guests and she had to take care of the needs of their people. Besides it, she managed all essential articles for the fair. The work which she did with happiness was cleaning and whitewashing the mosque. Due to the constant burning of duni, the walls of mosque used to become black. When Baba went to Chavadi for night rest, then she did this work. All the things had to be brought out along with the duni, and after cleaning and whitewashing were placed at their proper places. The favorite work of Sai Baba was to feed the poor. It was one of the parts of this program. As mass feeding program was prepared for this, all these works were carried out at the house of Radhakrishna Mai. Numerous wealthy and rich people used to give financial help for this work. So many volunteers also took active part in management of this fair. Coalition of Ram Navami and Urs. A change took place in this program in 1911. A devotee, Krishnarao Jogeshwar Bishwan, the writer of Sanguna Swapna of Sri Sai, along with Dada Sahib Kaperde of Amravati, stayed in Dekshit Vara of Shirdi one day before the fair. When they were lying in the courtyard, Lakshman Rao alias Kaka Mahajani was going towards the mosque with the articles of worship. Then deep exchange of views took place between the Urs and the Mela is celebrated in Shirdi only on Ram Navami day. There is some deep secret in it. Ram Navami is very dear to Hindus. How nice it would be that celebration of Ram Navami should be started. Kaka Mahajani liked this idea very much. Now, the main problem was the availability of Haridas, who can sing the devotional songs on this pious occasion. But Bishim resolved this problem. He said that his own written Ram Akhyan, which has the narration of the birth of Rama, has been completed. I will sing it and you accompany me on the harmonium. Radha Krishna Mai will prepare Sundavada, a powder of mixture of sund and sugar. Both of them went to the mosque to get approval of Baba. Baba was omniscient. He knew everything that was happening in the Vara. Baba asked Mahajani what was happening there. Mahajani became puzzled by this unexpected question and could not understand the meaning of the words of Baba. Then Baba asked Bhisham, "What is the matter?" Bhisham presented the idea of celebrating Ram Navami festival and requested the approval of Baba. Baba also gave approval with pleasure. The next day, mosque was decorated by flags of various colors. Srimati Radha Krishna Mai brought out and put a cradle in front of the seat of Baba, and the festival started. Bhisham stood up to perform kirtan devotional songs, and Mahajani accompanied him by playing the harmonium. Just then, Baba called for Mahajani. Mahajani doubted whether Baba will allow celebrating the festival or not, but he reached near Baba. Baba asked him, "What is all this? Why has this cradle been put here?" Mahajani told that the program of Ram Navami has started. For that reason, the cradle is placed here. Baba took 2 garlands and out of them he put one on his neck of Kakaji and sent the other for Bhisham. Now the kirtan has started. When the kirtan came to an end, then loud rejoicing of name of Rama were raised. At the place of kirtan, gulal, red fragrance powder, was showered, and then its particles fell into the eyes of Baba. Then Baba, getting angry, began to abuse in loud words. People became fearful seeing the scene. Those close devotees who were well known with his nature of Baba were not getting upset. They took these words and sentences of Baba as his blessings. They thought today is the birthday of Rama, therefore the destruction of Ravana, ego and ill-natured demons have got to be killed. So Baba's being angry was absolutely correct. Therefore, they all remained quiet. On the other side of Radha Krishna Mai was also afraid lest Baba may break the cradle. Therefore, she told Kaka Mahajani to remove the cradle from there. But Baba stopped him from doing this. After some time, Baba became calm and the program of great worship and arati completed without hindrance. After this, Kaka Mahajani sought the permission of Baba to remove the cradle, but Baba denied it by saying, "The festival has not been completed so far." Gopal Kala festival was celebrated the next day, and then Baba ordered to take away the cradle. Poha mixed with the curd was hung in the earthen pot, and at the end of the kirtan the pot was broken, and the poha was distributed among all as prasad, food offered to an idol. During the day, a procession was carried out with 2 flags, and in the night, procession was carried out with pomp and show. After this time, Urs was converted into Ram Navami celebration. In the year 1912, Ram Navami celebration program began to increase. Srimati Radha Krishna Mai started the Nam Sapta, a religious celebration in which God's names is continuously enchanted for the whole week. For the first day of the month of Chaitra, March to April, all the devotees used to take part in it turn by turn. She also used to associate herself in the morning. Ramnavami festival is celebrated in all parts of the country. Therefore, the difficulty of availability of Haridas again came up, but this problem was solved before the celebration. Sri Mahajani suddenly met Bala Bua 5 to 6 days earlier. Bua Sahib was famous by the name of modern Tukaram, and this year Kirtan was interested in him. In the year 1913, Sri Haridas Balabua Satakar of Satra district, due to the break of plague in Vridashid Kavate village, was able to do the work of Haridas. This year he came to Shirdi. Kaka Sahib Dikshit got the permission of Baba for his kirtan. Baba also gave proper reward. In 1914, Baba solved the difficulty of Haridas forever. He entrusted this work to Dasganu Maharaj permanently. It is to be noted here that in this celebration, Hindus and Muslims both worked together, but till today no dispute has arisen in it. Renovation of the mosque. As the idea of celebration of Urs or Mela came first of all in the mind of Sri Gopal Gund, in the same way the idea of renovation of mosque also came first to all in his mind. For this purpose, he got stones collected and made this square. But the credit of this work was secured for Nana Sahib Chandurkar and the floor work for Sri Kaka Sahib Dikshit. In the beginning, Baba did not give permission for these works, but due to the help of great devotee Mahalsa Pati, the permission could be obtained. And in the night times, the floor of mosque was prepared. Till that time, Baba used to sit upon a piece of canvas. Now, that piece of canvas was thrown out from there, and in this place, a small cushion was placed. In 1911, assembly canopy was also renovated with great labor. The courtyard of mosque was very small and inconvenient. Kaka Sahib Dikshit wanted to enlarge the courtyard and to prepare the shed over it. Spending the required money, he purchased the iron pillars, logs, and angles and started the work. After toiling day and night, then devotees erected the iron pillars. When next day Baba returned from Chavadi, they uprooted and threw the rods and became angry. He uprooted the pillar from one hand, and from the other hand he pulled the safa, turban of Tatya, put it in fire, threw it in the ditch. Baba's eyes were appearing like burning coal due to the anger. Nobody could take courage to see towards him. All were afraid as what would happen next. Baba's devotee, leprosy patient Bagoji Shinde, went further without hesitation, but Baba pushed him back. This same thing happened with Mahadev Rao. Baba began to throw bricks on him. Whoever wanted to calm him down, he was treated like this. When Baba cooled down, he called for a shopkeeper and purchased a jari cloth woven with gold thread turban and tied it with his own hands on the head of Tatya as if he was being given a special respect. The devotees were astonished to see this strange behavior. They were unable to understand that what was the unknown cause of Baba's anger. Why did he beat Tatya and his anger came down? At times, Baba remained with a very deep and calm posture and used to converse with pleasure, but suddenly, without any reason, he used to become angry. Jai Sai Ram.